The phone call from tomorrow. Jake Miller had always believed that every mystery had a logical explanation. Ghosts weren't real, time travel was impossible, and strange stories only happened in movies. At least, that's what he believed until the phone call. It happened on a cold Thursday night. The city outside his apartment was unusually quiet. Rain tapped softly against the windows. Jake had fallen asleep on the couch while watching television. At exactly 3 a.m., his phone rang. The sudden sound jolted him awake. He looked at the screen. Unknown number. Jake rubbed his eyes. Who calls at 3 in the morning? The ringing continued. Annoyed, he answered. Hello? Silence. A few seconds passed. Then a voice spoke. Jake, listen carefully. Jake sat up immediately. The voice sounded familiar, almost too familiar. Who is this? Jake asked. You don't have much time. What? Tomorrow morning, do not take Oak Street. Jake frowned. What are you talking about? If you drive through Oak Street at exactly 8:17 a.m., everything changes. Jake laughed nervously. Is this some kind of joke? The caller ignored him. Please, trust me. The line went dead. Jake stared at the phone. The call lasted less than 30 seconds. He checked the number. Nothing. No caller ID, no location, nothing. Eventually, he convinced himself it was a prank and went back to sleep. The next morning, he forgot about it. His routine was exactly the same: coffee, shower, work. At 8:10 a.m., he got into his car. Traffic was heavier than usual. His GPS suggested a shortcut. Oak Street? Without thinking, Jake followed the route. Minutes later, traffic suddenly stopped. Police cars blocked the road. People stood outside their vehicles. Jake stepped out. A massive accident had destroyed the intersection. Emergency workers rushed everywhere. An officer nearby spoke to another driver. The crash happened at exactly 8:17. Jake froze. 8:17. The exact time from the phone call. A chill ran down his spine. That night, he couldn't stop thinking about it. At exactly 3 a.m., the phone rang again. Unknown number. Jake answered instantly. Who are you? The voice replied. I'm you. Jake's heart nearly stopped. What? I'm Jake Miller. No, I'm Jake Miller. The voice sighed. I know, because I'm you 1 year from now. Jake almost hung up. This isn't funny. I know you think it's a joke. The caller continued. You're wearing a gray shirt. There's an empty coffee mug on the table. Your television remote is under the couch cushion. Jake looked around. Everything was correct. Every detail. How do you know that? Because I lived it. Jake's hands trembled. The caller spoke again. You need to listen carefully. Something terrible is coming. For the next several nights, the calls continued. Each time, the future Jake gave warnings. Small things at first. A broken elevator, a lost wallet, a canceled meeting. Every prediction came true. Eventually, Jake stopped doubting. He started trusting the voice completely. Then one night, everything changed. The future Jake sounded frightened, more frightened than ever before. Tomorrow, do not go home after work. Jake felt his stomach tighten. Why? Because someone will be waiting. Who? The caller hesitated. Then he whispered, You. The line disconnected. The next day, Jake spent the entire afternoon distracted. At work, he couldn't focus. Every minute felt slower than the last. When his shift finally ended, he ignored the warning. He needed answers. He drove home. The apartment building looked normal. Nothing seemed unusual. Jake walked upstairs. The hallway was empty. He unlocked his door. The apartment was dark, silent. Then he heard movement. A shadow crossed the living room. Jake froze. Someone was inside. His
Metal chrome sparks glow, temptation lingers.